Hey everyone, Zach from the barbellphysio.com here, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite pieces of equipment, and that is the glute ham developer, and we're going to specifically review Rep Fitness's GHD. So the glute ham developer is one of my favorite pieces of equipment to do a lot of different accessory strength work with, from posterior chain exercises such as the glute ham raise to core exercises like glute ham developer sit-ups. I even use it for different direct arm work. Since I work out at a home gym and I don't have a lot of pieces of equipment, it allows me to just have a lot of versatility and get a lot of different muscle groups trained really well. And so I purchased the Rep Fitness glute ham developer, and I want to break out why I bought that so that if you're in the market, you can make some better decisions yourself, and the pros and cons of this one specifically. All right, so I want to first start with discussing the biggest factor in me purchasing the Rep Fitness glute ham developer, and that's the footprint that it takes up. So the Rep Fitness GHD is 36 inches wide and 70 inches long. And if we compare that to the Rogue models of their GH1 and their GH2 that have a more triangular base, those are going to be 43 or 45 inches wide in its widest position. And then similar length there, just a couple inches difference between the two, no real big barriers there. For me, that footprint was really important. Working out in the home gym, I don't have a ton of space, and I don't want these wide legs eating up a lot of my garage room, so I want that smaller footprint. That does come with a negative though, and that's that we have this extra hardware right in front of us versus if we had the triangular arms, there'd be nothing here in the middle. And for most exercises, that doesn't matter, but when I'm doing some exercises, such as these bent knee hip extensions, or doing something like glute ham developer rows, any exercise where I kind of have a kettlebell here in the middle, that's going to result in me having to maneuver those weights a little bit more than I'd really care to avoid hitting these and still getting maximal range of motion out of the lifts. So that's worth considering on the pros and cons side, depending on where you're going to be using this, what type of exercises you do on the glute ham developer. In terms of the height of the pad, the Rep Fitness pad is sitting 42 inches over the ground versus the Rogues are 43 inches. So you get an extra inch of height, which matters a little bit, especially if you're a taller athlete. So I'm 6'2". I would love to have that extra little inch to move for certain exercises, but that's not killer to me. Up next, let's talk about the pad on the glute ham developer. And with GHDs, I tend to find that it's like a pass-fail thing here. Like, I've never been exceptionally blown away by a pad, but there have been many times where I've been on a GHD pad, especially the ones that are flat. Guys, if you use that, you know exactly what I'm talking about here, that are completely flat and have no gap in the middle. Those can be really, really negative. So this passes. I wouldn't say that it's any better or any worse than really any other solid pad that I've used. Nice and cushiony, easy installation, full range of motion there. So good pad, not blown away, but you'll never be blown away by a glute ham developer pad. Same thing with the foot plate. As long as it's a good foot plate that is sturdy and locked in place, and you can lock it down like you can with this one so that it's not jiggling on you, then you're good. I will say I really love the smooth maneuverability here of their 13 different hole placings. It's nice and smooth. You'll find other ones where you kind of have to jiggle it and it just doesn't nicely and smoothly move. This is especially for the ones that don't have the little guide rails here at the side to allow for that easy movement of it. All right, final piece of the equation here with the glute ham developer is going to be pricing. So Rep Fitness absolutely killed it with their pricing here, $479 for this, and that does include shipping. So you're going to get this for under $500. Versus when you look at other brands, like you take a look at Rogue, for example, their GH1 is going to come in at $645. And then if you want wheels, that's going to be an additional $45. The Rep Fitness includes the wheels in that $480 price range. So you're going to save a considerable amount of money going with the Rep Fitness model compared to the Rogue. Rogue is going to be slightly better quality. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of a difference in the metal here, a little difference in the bulk of the machine, but I've not noticed that impacting any exercises that I perform on this outside of what we've already talked about with that foot plate being a little bit different. So if you're looking for a small footprint, low price, in a home gym that's going to be a great glute ham developer, check out the Rep Fitness GHD.